And now, your KY3 Storm Team forecast.
Did we get to 50?
You know, we didn't quite see 50 degrees. We did start off the day in the 20s though, and it was just one of those days that the sunshine was very deceptive, because normally when you see the sun come out, even if it is cold in the morning, you expect to be able to shed the layers. But
especially lately.
Oh yeah, like, if you look at Thursday, we were in the 80s, and it seems like we've almost completely skipped over fall. But don't worry, I think we still do have a chance, a couple more chances in there to get the fall-like weather in there.
Good.
It's not just a full-on skip to winter, but today was a little deceptive in that regard. Today we only saw high temperatures reach the upper 40s. Today's high temperature 47 degrees in Springfield. Now I did look up for the record in the Springfield area for the lowest high temperature. It was back in 1925 that we only topped off at 32 degrees. So I guess a little bit of good news is it could be worse, and it has actually been worse. So I'm sure back in 1925 when they only hit 32 degrees, 40s would have felt pretty nice for them. Now just for the record, 40s is normally about the range that we're waking up to in the morning. Our average low temperature this time of the year, 43 degrees. And look at this, we were 15 degrees below that this morning, waking up to 28. It's been since the middle of March that we've been seeing the 20s, so it's not just the shock of the first below freezing day and the first day in the 20s for us, but also it's been a while since we've been that cold. And on top of that, we were nearly 20 degrees below what's typical for this time of the year for our highs as well. So instead of the mid 60s, we only hit the mid to upper 40s this afternoon. Right now outside we have this clear sky to thank for that drastic drop in temperature. Even though we were in the 40s just a couple hours ago, right now we're sitting at freezing here in Springfield, and at least a little bit of good news is that despite the clear sky and the cold temperatures, at least we're calming down the breeze. So that means the wind chill is either minimal or just non-existent, because, well, you need a bit of a breeze in order to create that chill. Temperatures, if you are getting ready to head out for any late evening plans, I know it's the weekend before Halloween, make sure that you are incorporating a coat into that costume, because right now we are either end of the freezing mark. We do have a few spots in the upper 30s, but I think all of you will be falling right back down to the 20s tonight. It's really first thing in the morning, so right around sunrise that we see the coldest part of the day. So if you are thinking about doing an early morning jog before church, look at this nosedive. We're going to be back up into the mid to upper 20s to start off the day. So it's probably no surprise that tonight into first thing tomorrow morning, we have yet another round of freeze warnings in effect. The big thing to remember with the freeze warnings is that not only will temperatures be below freezing, so you need to bundle up, but you need to remember the 3 Ps. Make sure you're bringing in the pets and checking on them if they're normally spending time outside. The plants, hopefully last night you were able to bring those indoors so you could keep them growing, since we do still have a few more warm days in there. Another thing with these cold temperatures are the pipes. You want to make sure that your pipes are staying nice and warm and aren't freezing. The last thing that you want is a bursted pipe in your house. As far as our headlines, well, the cold weather is the big thing that we'll continue to watch. And the good news is this freeze warning, I think, is going to be able to finally expire by the time tomorrow afternoon gets here. As far as the changes we're watching for, well, we have this area of high pressure down to the south. It's been clearing out the clouds, stabilizing our atmosphere. But the lack of clouds at night has really been contributing to that drop. For the day tomorrow, like we mentioned, cold start to the day. We're starting off in the 20s, and sunshine will finally help to warm us up a little bit. I think by tomorrow afternoon, we'll be sitting closer to 60 degrees. By the time Monday gets here, we do have yet another cold front moving across the Ozarks. This will be a dry cold front, but bring along with it that northwesterly breeze. Alongside that, a few more clouds, and cool us right back down in time for Halloween. Now later we get into your Halloween night, well, I think we're looking at a better and better chance for a few light showers. I think as far as what you need to do to alter your costume, make sure that you are staying warm, because even though by 5 o'clock we still could be close to 50 degrees, we are going to be in the 40s for most of those prime trick-or-treating hours. And I think it won't be until after about 9 or 10 o'clock that we really start to see that chance for a few rain showers improve for us. In fact, it won't be until late Tuesday night and more so into the day Wednesday that we're watching for that chance for rain. So trick-or-treaters, I think you're going to luck out on that. Just make sure that, again, that jacket is incorporated into your costume. Now tonight we'll be watching the winds gradually become a little more southerly, so I think that southerly shift in wind alongside the sunshine will be the boost that we need to be more comfortable tomorrow. We'll be topping off near 60 degrees before again cooling down toward 50 in time for Halloween.